chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the London Bulldogs. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Philip Lindsay on the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, first.
Maybe we can get a little bit more because we're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Stafford's pass.
Will Fuller, 40 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Working out of the gun. Love got his man. That's Harry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by the defense.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, that's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that. That one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways team.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually, the defense back on its heels.
Pass complete to Josh Reynolds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Robbie Anderson. Touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Gay set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over.
London about set to take over on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a key.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
New York ready to go again offensively. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's right sideline here is complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over first.
London about set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Love from the gun. Catch is made by Harry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. This is caught. And touchdown. Henry runs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Fulmer brings it in over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the 50, Stafford. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, it's Stafford. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and...
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Yay, set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. London about set to take over on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Fancy footwork in midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 32 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's able to put it through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25.
And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Love. Got an open man, it's Rose. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's Jordan Love. They set up the screen to Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Nick Chubb already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those.
So right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Stafford on first down. Ertz has it left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Philip Lindsey, the ball carrier, brought down at the 2-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? The West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Stafford, screen pass to Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Love from the gun. Got his man. That's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally taken down at the 34. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3rd and 1.